Oh shit, I got the fucking light on. Alright. This is the Les George Wilson Combat produced, or no, collaborated, whatever you want to call it. Licensed, I think that's a better term for it. This is the Superfly balisong by Les George. I got this in a few days ago, and I've been playing with it sporadically throughout the day. And I don't know, it's a little different than the other balisongs I've owned. This is the first bearing pivot balisong that I actually have taken a liking to. This is titanium handles, stonewash finished. We have a stonewash finished blade of CTS XHP that is 150 thousandths thick. I don't know what his RC is, but Les George is known for his use of CTS XHP, and he's got it on point. This is a little bit larger than your standard balisong size. He went with a little bit longer of handles to make manipulation a little easier. And I generally prefer a knife that has better blade to handle ratio, but for some reason I really like this one. I'm not sure why, but I think it has to do with the weight distribution, and the heavier handles make for a better momentum in swinging. Okay, so total length on this bad boy is 10 1/8 inch. Sharpened length is 4 inches, almost exactly. To the bolster, or I guess tip of scale, would be 4 3/8. Closed length is 6 1/8, or yeah, about 6 1/8, 6 1/16 weight. And that's one of the things I like about this knife so much. 5.816 ounces, so almost 6 ounces. Now, I was saying about how this is the first bearing pivot bally I like. Now, this thing has literally no slop in the handles. You know, for me, balisongs have always been, I don't know, I would say like about at least half, you know, of a handle width or thickness or whatever worth of play at the ends, you know, and when it's opened, like where you can wiggle the handles about almost a handle's width worth either way. And I'm so used to that kind of slop, and it makes manipulation a little easier. So the pure linear momentum of this, where there is no little wiggle room sideways, you know, I mean, it's straight along this plane of motion. It took a lot of getting used to for me. My other complaint with a lot of the balisongs these days is they're catering towards the trick flipper market, and so for me, I'm a momentum flipper. I like weight, and I'm not the one of the types that throws it up in the air and catches it behind me open, you know. I like the basic combat openings. So this has enough weight to do that kind of stuff. It's a fairly utilitarian knife. A lot of knives out there you see, like the basilisk, for example, isn't really a blade shape that lends itself to utility. This has Weehawk attributes, but it is largely, you know, a spear point, like say a Swiss Army, you know, kind of profile. You know, you've got a pointy tip, but it's not too pointy where things are fragile. You've got a nice full high flat grind, almost a full flat grind. It lends itself to use for slicing. And of course it would make I don't know, a decent weapon in a pinch, especially in the closed form. You've got this nice contact area right there. You've got with these ears, you can use them to aid and to hook and trap and stuff, you know, as a fucking stick. You know, as you know, puño locking and shit. You know, working in your fucking goosenecks and your wrist manipulations and shit. Also, this is the first balisong with a pocket clip that I've really gotten used to. The Benchmade 51 and 32 series are just way too light and flimsy for my needs. But yeah. So would I recommend this knife for the general user? Yes. If you were using your knife as a knife, yes, I would recommend it. It's a great design for use. I mean, look at how thickly built this motherfucker is. I mean, it's beefy. It's just anything that's unnecessary is just not there. All it is straight up business. So I am currently awaiting a Daryl Ralph custom stainless handle Archangel balisong, the channel handles. And I purchased this to kind of whet my balisong desires until that thing is finished. And I am kind of like thinking I might end up keeping this one because it's growing on me. It's a cool little toy, and it's actually something useful. I don't have to worry about babying it or dropping it or any of that shit. You know, the basic openings are easy, fast, and my cat loves balisongs, by the way. Right, Dr. Bob? Yes. So, yeah, that's it. Right. Yeah, fuck. I am not caffeinated enough right now to think of anything else to say, so fuck it. If you watched this long, congrats, hats off to you. All right, as always, stay armed, stay alert, stay alive. Hooah, God bless, later.